Leo Vincent Gordon was an American film and television character actor as well as a screenplay writer and novelist. During more than 40 years in film and television, he was frequently cast as a supporting actor playing brutish bad guys. Early life and career. Gordon was born in Brooklyn in New York City on December 2, 1922. Reared by his father in dire poverty, Gordon grew up during the Great Depression. He left school in the 8th grade, went to work in construction and demolition, and then joined the New Deal Agency, the Civilian Conservation Corps, in which he participated in various public works projects. After the United States entered World War II in 1941, Gordon enlisted in the U.S. Army, in which he served for 2 years and received an undesirable discharge. Gordon was in Southern California where he and a cohort attempted to rob a bar and its patrons with a pistol. He was shot in the stomach by one of the patrons. He was arrested for armed robbery and served 5 years in San Quentin prison, where he furthered his education by reading nearly every book in the library. Gordon took advantage of the benefits accorded him as part of the GI Bill and began taking acting lessons at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts. During his time at the ADA, Gordon was enrolled with several future screen legends including Grace Kelly and Anne Bancroft. For a time, Jason Robards, later a 2-time Academy Award winner, was Gordon's instructor. It was here that he also met his future wife, Lynn Cartwright, who would have a sporadic but lengthy career as a character actor, mainly in television. They were married in 1950 and remained together until his death a half-century later. They had 1 child, a daughter named Tara. Actor in film and television. Gordon started his career on the stage and worked with such luminaries as Edward G. Robinson and Tyrone Power. He was soon discovered by a Hollywood agent in a Los Angeles production of Darkness at Noon. Over the course of his career, Gordon would appear in more than 170 film and television productions from the early 1950s to the mid-1990s. In 1954, Gordon portrayed the outlaw Bill Doolin, a native Arkansan who founded the Wild Bunch Gang and operated primarily in Kansas. In the syndicated television series, Stories of the Century, starring and narrated by Jim Davis. In 1955, Gordon was cast on the ABC religion anthology series, Crossroads, in the role of Sergeant Leroy in All My Love. In 1958, he appeared as Joe Brock in the episode Desert Fury of CBS's Tales of the Texas Rangers children's program. That same year he was cast as Zip Wyatt in Three Wanted Men, of Rex Allen's syndicated Western series, Frontier Doctor. He also played as gunslinging professional killer in the pilot for the television version of Gunsmoke, but many changes were later instituted in the series, such as the marshal's office and Long Branch saloon looking markedly different and the relationship between Matt Dillon and Kitty being subtly more formal as well. So the episode was buried deep in the season in the hope that viewers would not notice, which apparently worked. Gordon was often cast to make the most of his 6 feet 2 inches height, intense features, deep menacing voice, and icy stare. He had radiant light blue eyes. One of his earliest films was Riot in Cell Block 11, shot at San Quentin. The film's director, Don Siegel, who worked with such screen tough guys as Clint Eastwood and John Wayne, related that, "Leo Gordon was the scariest man I have ever met." Other notable roles included that of John Dillinger in Siegel's Babyface Nelson, opposite Mickey Rooney as the crazed protagonist. Gordon may be most noted for his recurring character Big Mike McComb on the ABC, Warner Brothers Western television series, Maverick. Working from 1957 to 1960 alongside James Garner and Jack Kelly, he appeared in the much-remembered episode, Shady Deal at Sunny Acres. Garner later recalled in his videotaped interview for the Archive of American Television that Gordon purposely punched to him for real in one of their first scenes together, and that Garner hit him back when filming the next scene. Garner and Gordon reunited in the 1970s when Gordon appeared as a dim-witted bodyguard on 4 episodes of NBC's The Rockford Files. Gordon appeared in multiple roles on Robert Stack's 1959 ABC crime drama, The Untouchables. Gordon also guest-starred on the ABC WB Western series, The Alaskans, opposite Roger Moore. He was cast as Damien in the 1961 episode, $1 Million Suit, of the ABC WB crime drama, The Roaring Twenties. He also appeared on the NBC Western series, Empire and Laredo. One of Gordon's best-remembered television appearances on CBS's The Andy Griffith Show in the episode, High Noon in Mayberry, in which he portrays an ex-convict who appears destined for revenge against Sheriff Andy Taylor of fictitious Mayberry. The screenwriters for the episode, Jim Fritzell and Everett Greenbaum, borrowed heavily from Gordon's brief criminal career and subsequent incarceration in order to supplement the role. Perhaps Gordon's single most memorable film scene occurred in McClintock, during which John Wayne knocks him down a long mudslide after uttering the famous line, "Somebody ought to belt you, but I won't. I won't. The hell I won't." Another notable role was in the 1966 western The Night of the Grizzly opposite Clint Walker, one of the very few actors who could match Gordon's intense screen presence regarding physical size and strength. Gordon played bounty hunter Cass Dowdy, who would, as one character said, hunt anything for a price, man or animal, but who had a soft spot for his enemy's son. Somehow, Gordon managed to make his character as sympathetic as he was frightening, and gives his life to save the boy in his final scene. Gordon portrayed sympathetic parts when called upon to do so, including his performances in the western Black Patch, a film which he wrote, and in Roger Corman's civil rights drama The Intruder, opposite a young William Shatner. In 1965, he was cast as the troublemaker Bender in the syndicated Western series Death Valley Days in the episode No Gun Behind His Badge, a dramatization of the Abilene, Kansas, Marshal Thomas J. Smith, depicted in the segment by Ronald W. Reagan. The episode also starred Michael Whitney as Wild Bill Hickok, who succeeded Smith as Marshal. Gordon also appeared as aging wrestler Milo Stavropoulos in NBC's Little House on the Prairie, starring Michael Landon. Gordon's final role was as Wyatt Earp in a 1994 episode of the television series The Young Indiana Jones Chronicles. He also appeared in the film Maverick that same year with Mel Gibson, Jodie Foster and James Garner. Screenwriter and novelist, Gordon also wrote scripts for television episodes and movies, sometimes writing himself a good role, frequently billed as Leo V. Gordon. He wrote dozens of scripts that would later become movies or television episodes, including popular shows such as NBC's Adam 12. His first successful film script, The Crybaby Killer, featured a young and unknown Jack Nicholson. Among the most notable feature films he wrote were You Can't Win, all starring Tony Curtis and Charles Bronson, and To Brooke starring Rock Hudson, and George Peppard and directed by Arthur Hiller, in which he appeared as Sergeant Krug. In addition to film and television scripts, Gordon also wrote several novels, including the historical western, Powder Keg. As a screenwriter, he wrote nearly 50 scripts apiece for Bonanza, Cheyenne, and Maverick, in the episodes in which he was not a guest star. In the 1970s, he would frequently appear on the popular police drama Adam 12, another show that he often scripted. Gordon told an interviewer that because of his imposing size, he never felt he was fully accepted as a screenwriter. Writing is more rewarding than acting, but look at my face. Nobody believes I'm a writer. I should be 5 feet 8 inches, 142 pounds, wear patches on my elbows and horn-rimmed glasses and smoke a pipe. That's a writer, later life and persona. In contrast to his screen persona, Gordon was a quiet, thoughtful and intelligent man who generally avoided the Hollywood spotlight. He was widely regarded by his fellow actors and his directors as a well-prepared professional. In 1997, he received the Golden Boot Award for his many years of work in westerns. In accepting the award, the actor simply flashed a smile for his fans and remarked, "Thank God for typecasting." After struggling with a brief illness, Gordon died of cardiac failure in his sleep at age 78 at his Los Angeles home. His and his wife's ashes are interred at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery in Los Angeles. Selected filmography: Hondo, Riot in Cell Block 11, Sign of the Pagan, 10 Wanted Men, 7 Angry Men, Soldier of Fortune, The Conqueror, The Steel Jungle, Great Day in the Morning, 7th Cavalry, The Restless Breed, Black Patch, Babyface Nelson, Quantrill's Raiders, Ride a Crooked Trail, Escort West, Apache Territory, The Big Operator, The Jayhawkers, Noose for a Gunman, The Intruder, Tarzan Goes to India, The Haunted Palace, Kings of the Sun, McClintock, Kitten with a Whip, The Dictator's Guns, The Night of the Grizzly, Bogester, Tobruk, Devil's Angels, The Saint, Valentine's Day Massacre, Hostile Guns, Buckskin, You Can't Win, Emal, Bonnie's Kids, My Name is Nobody, Nashville Girl, Son of Hitler, Bog, Savage Dawn, Big Top Pee-wee, Saturday the 14th Strikes Back, Alienator, Mob Boss, Maverick, Television, Cheyenne episode, The Outlander, McDonald, Gunsmoke episode, Hack Prine, Broken Arrow episode, The Raiders, Bull Car, Maverick 5 episodes, Big Mike McComb, Walt Disney's Wonderful World of Color episode, Texas John Slaughter and Texas John Slaughter, Ambush in Laredo, Outlaw Bill, Bonanza episode, Death on Sun Mountain, Early Thorn, Bonanza episode, The Deadly Ones, Forsyth, The Rifleman episode, Which Wayd They Go, Stackwade, The Andy Griffith Show episode, High Noon in Mayberry, Luke Comstock, Laredo episode, Lazy Foot, Where Are You, Moose, Daniel Boone episode, A Rope for Mingo, Silas Morgan, Laredo episode, The Landslickers, Wayne Emerson, Bonanza episode, Blood Tie, Fargo Taylor, McLeod episode, Horse Stealing on Fifth Avenue, Officer Shannon, O'Hara, U.S. Treasury episode, Operation Hijack, Harry Wilson, Alias Smith and Jones episode, Smiler with a Gun, Ebenezer, H.E.C. Ramsey episode, The Mystery of Chalk Hill, Shane Lee, The FBI episode, Diamond Run, Drunk Driver, Adam 12 episode, Trouble in the Bank, Lead Bank Robber, Cannon episode, A Touch of Venom, Jack Danvers, The Rockford Files episodes, Black Mirror, Parts 1 and 2, Charles Martel, The Rockford Files episode, Heart Takes Over Fuel, Clark Streeter, Little House on the Prairie episode, The King is Dead, Milo Stavropoulos, The Rockford Files episode, Lions, Tigers, Monkeys and Dogs, Part 2, Charlie Martel, Fantasy Island episode, The Love Doctor, Pleasure Palace, Possessed the Bartender, Fantasy Island episode, The Searcher, The Way We Weren't, Chief Guard, Magnum, P.I. episode, The People vs. Orville Wright, Croquet Player, The Adventures of Young Indiana Jones, Hollywood Follies, TV movie, Wired Up,